Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. These are the mods for Friday the 5th of March. We have some updates as well. The updates are as follows. From top left, the Matra Athena 27.22 by Nico Do 55, the TLX 48-foot enclosed trailer by 82 Studio, the CHM Zap 5523 by Cole 911, the Massey Ferguson 6600 series by Blauer, the Kroger Saw 32 by Bad Time 20, the Cramper 301070 by Splinter Curty, the Goldcrest Valley Chicken Pen by AW Modding ABP Team, and the Steel MS660 by Driver 300 have all had updates today. So in front of me we have got, this is the Gjerstad pack, or on console it's down in the mod hub as the Nmc Attachment Pack. This is by North Modding Company. 12.41 megabytes download. It does say required mod is the Hudig 1260E. It's right, isn't it? 1260E. Yes, Hudig 1260E. Although some of these attachments will work on regular wheel loaders. All the stuff that goes on the front, like buckets, will go on regular wheel loaders. The stuff that goes on the backhoe section with adapters, I think, might go on other things. But the Hudig has obviously got the backhoe specifically. That's a separate mod, also by North Modding Company, but possibly will be required. There are 10 items in this pack. We have got a light material bucket at 3 slots. We've got a small grading bucket at 1 slot. Large grading bucket, also 1 slot. We have got a container jib, which is 1. And we've got the material handling arm, which is also 1. That's for the various different like IT runner container type things you can hook up and you can move them around in the yard, that kind of thing. That will pick up various different pallets and things like that, and it's got an extendable boom. We'll have a look at in a minute. Then we've got the rear section parts. We'll go, I think I'll put that down in the wrong order, but that's fine. We've got the Asphalt Cutter. That basically just gives you one ploughed line, so you can simulate various different things with that if you want to. That is 1 slot. We've got the grading bucket backhoe, which is 2 slots. We'll have a look at all these and capacities and that kind of stuff. We can change the colours and all these as well. We've then got over here the hydraulic tilt bucket at 2 slots, and we've got the pallet forks backhoe at 1 slot. The sorting grapple is 4 slots. These you will find. The first section are under, I think these are under wheel loaders, I think the first lot are. So the light material bucket is 6,500 litres. We'll take most crop types. We can change the main colour to anything on that pallet. The small grading bucket is only 1,355 litres. Again, takes everything on there. Pretty much the same option. Anything on that pallet. And this will be the same for all of the others, the colours. So you can mix and match with your Hudig, contrasting colours or matching colours if you want to. The large grading bucket is 3,500 litres, again with colour options. The container jib 2,300, and the material handling arm 4,600, again with colour options. The next 5 are under miscellaneous. Now all I will say is, because when I downloaded this pack actually, it automatically installed the Hudig. And you have to be careful because all the stuff that comes standard with the Hudig is also in here, all along here. So the new stuff, I had to kind of search through because all this stuff came originally with the standard Hudig. But then as we keep going further on, we'll get to the stuff that came with this. So the Asphalt Cutter there is 800. The grading backhoe bucket, the hydraulic tilt bucket, the pallet fork backhoe. So 800, 3,900, 5,900, 2,000. And the sorting grapple was 9,500. Options on that, we can change the design colour, which changes the outer colour, then the framework, like that. And these are all the same. We have the option on anything on those pallets. What I will do, I mean obviously front loader buckets and things like that for wheel loads, so front loaders for wheel loaders, that's nothing unusual. But what I will do is hook up to this one because the material arm is slightly different to the regular buckets. Now, with the Hudig, because there are so many different options on this, we have to press triangle to change tool, and I think I want one. Yeah, one is the front, 2 does the backhoe. So what we'll do is swing around a little bit so we can see it in the light. If I get this right, R1, yeah, R1, and side to side on the right stick extends the boom right out. So as you can see, for material handling and lifting, you've got quite a reach on that. And then you'll just connect up to wherever you want to from there. Let's bring all that all the way in. The other buckets for the backhoe attachment. Let's bring that down. So anything I found with the Hudig, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's a brilliant bit of kit. Because there are so many different options on things you can do with it, you do spend a lot of time going backwards and forwards through your options. Now, I'll do the grapple first, so I need to switch to backhoe, which is option 2. That should be right. There we go. Attach. Go back to option 2. There we go. So we should be able to it's left, that's why. Left stick. There we go. It's there somewhere. So whether it's logs or it's pallets or, you know, it's for material handling at the end of the day. So L1, R1 and left stick side to side. I was trying to do it without going into the options menu, but of course that wasn't going to work, was it? Let's drop that down and disconnect that. And the other one I wanted to show you, because we've got a couple of grading buckets, we've got pallet fork, is the tilting one, only because I thought it was quite cool. With all the various different movements on the arm on this thing, you know, what you can do with it is absolutely crazy. So let's swing that round. So with this one, we have got the backwards and forwards, and that kind of stuff, but we have also got, there we go, so it's tilting as well. Very cool. So, a few new attachments for the Hudig, and like I say, these ones will work on wheel loaders as well. That's by North Modding Company, the Nmc Attachment Pack. Next, we've got the old metal shed. This is by Simsoniarz, 3.44 megabytes download, 3 slots on console. Metal shed, no lighting, nicely detailed, nicely textured. Bit of light weathering on there, like slight signs of rust on the edges. This you will find under placeables and sheds. Old metal shed, 8,000 to buy. Slot count will drop down from 3 to 1 for any subsequent one you buy after that. Next, we've got this. This is the Vehicle Workshop by Top Ace 888. 7.71 megabytes download. 12 slots on console. There are 2 of these. There's a wooden cladded one and there's a metal sided one. And it's a vehicle workshop for doing your repairs, customization, and selling. It does say you can sell. I think the light switch works. Come on. Or maybe it's automatic. Oh, that's weird. Oh. See, me and light switches. It's always the same, isn't it? This you'll find under placeables and miscellaneous. Both 28,000 to buy. I've got the wooden one, so the slot count goes down from 12 to 1. Then the metal one is there saying 12 slots, so you can have either one of those as your option. That's by Top Ace 888. It's nicely detailed, lots of stuff going on there. Slightly more jazzed up version to the standard in-game one, I think, really. Next, also by Top Ace 888, we've got the Open Chicken Coop. 1.73 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. This will hold 100 chickens. Our animal dialogue box is there for buying and selling, because we can't transport. Now, I know people will mention there's that livestock trailer that does, but I'm pretty sure that still only works on PC. So yeah, buying and selling of chickens is done there. Egg boxes spawn here, and your feed trigger is just here. And they wander far and wide. Not quite free range, but getting there. This you'll find under animal pens. 10,000 to buy for 100 chickens. Not bad at all. Slot count will drop down from 4 to 1 if you put more than one anywhere you want to. Next up, we have got the Modern Garage Pack. This is by ikas. It's 5.72 megabytes download. We've got 6 slots, 4 slots and 4 slots because there are 3 in this pack. The first one is, well, I mean, it says it's a small one. 3 doors, nicely detailed. I mean, these are modern, so there's no weathering and stuff on these. These are brand new buildings. Side door as well. Plenty of space inside. Nice brand new wood. Now we have got 2 light options here. We've got the halogen lights, which does the outside lights. And then we've got the other light switch, which is this one here, doing the inside lights. It's not drive-through, but plenty of room for storing vehicles or anything else you choose to store in here. The second one is a 4-slot one, slightly larger, but a single, I say a single door, it's a double door, but opens both together. Large expanse inside. We have got 2 light switches, one at this side. Please work. There we go. Does the exterior light? Does the exterior light? Was that the interior? Is that the interior? There we go. Exterior. Oh dear. The next mod after this is another one of those ones that's been done specifically for people like me. There's no worries for light switches. Don't worry. Close doors on that one. Then the third one is a larger version. Again, light switches inside, 1 set for the outside, 1 set for the inside. That's a 5-door version. Same design. These are under sheds. The small garage is 45,000. Medium garage, that's interesting. Small, medium and big. But the medium's cheaper than the small. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Anyway, small is 45 grand, medium is 35 grand, and the big garage is 50. I suppose that's more because there are more doors. I don't know. There you go. That's the Modern Garage Pack by ikas. Next, we've got this, which I'm right next to. This is the large grain storage. This is by Didec96, 15.69 megabytes download, 25 slots on console. Block construction building, very, very large. Plenty of space for all sorts of stuff, and this is what I mean, look. Could there perchance be a light switch next to that? There absolutely is. Oh look, we have another one here. We're going to this side. This is an interesting one. So we've got the light switch here. Come on. There we go. And then this one here, if we press circle, does that. So you can put, for not a narrative type thing, again, you can either, you know, come here new, brand new, and you install all of your gear and you get a bit of a kind of oil stain on the floor where you've been doing work, or you come here and there's loads of stuff and you want to clear it out, press circle, and it will remove the items in the corner. I like that. And then we've got another section on the end there as well, also with the light switch. Again, nice detailing, nice bit of weathering around the bottom sections and stuff. Idiot proof. That's what it is. It's idiot proof. This is also under sheds. The large grain storage is 62,000 to buy. Slot count will drop down from 25 to 2 for any subsequent ones you buy after that. Next, we have got, let's whiz through here. We've got the Lizard MT3. This is by Kastor. It is 7.26 megabytes download, 7 slots on console for the first one. It's a milk or water trailer. It can be either, so you don't have to have the milk logo on there if you don't want to. Quite a few options with colours, tyre choice, and then you can obviously have milk, Milch, or Ley, so you can have English, German, or French. They do have trailer hitches, as you can see, so you can link them together, or you can put other things with them, or whatever you want to do. It's entirely up to you. Nicely detailed. These you'll find under tools and animals. The MT3 is 28,000 to buy. We have some different capacities on these as well. I think we had the milk lorry, didn't we? The main milk lorry. Then there was a larger tanker. This is just a small one that goes in the back. So we'll do water or milk. So if you want it for just water, you might want to leave it plain. That's up to you. We can change the rim colour to anything on that palette. Design colour. There are a few like the gold and sort of metallic-y ones across the top. Or if you're going for milk, you might want to go for a more galvanised or white. Or it's up to you. It's your colour choice. Then we can have wheel choice, lizard, Nokian, Trelleborg, or back. There are no options within those, just those three manufacturer choices. Then you can have no decal, German, English, French. Then low capacity, small at 15,000 litres, middle at 20,000 litres, or big at 28,000 litre capacity. Those are your choices. What you also do when you want to fill them up, make sure I'm on the right one, L1 and left on the D-pad, opens it up for filling, unloading. I think it's normally alright, I don't think you have to open them to unload. Then switch tool, do that one, switch tool again, and do that one. Very nice indeed. Actually I better close those. The Lizard MT3 by Kastor D-S-Agrarservice. Next, we have got the Tatra Phoenix EU6. This is by CaseIH, 6.76 megabytes download, 10 slots on console. So we've got the standard Tatra Phoenix in game. This I think is a newer model. I'm sure it says 2011. I got the older one next to it so you can see some of the kind of design changes. Obviously that's a big difference, and you've got a few options here to have various different plastic bits of trim. The lights are more of a teardrop kind of look on here rather than the standard flat ones, although the new one, this one doesn't have covers over the lights, but we do have a light bar down the bottom there, which obviously the standard one doesn't have. That one has got those lights on here, this one doesn't. Still got the four lights across the top there. It seems a little bit bigger, but that could just be my perspective when you sort of put them next to each other. They seem pretty much the same. Does come with a rear trailer hitch. Very handy indeed. This is found under vehicles and trucks. Actually, yeah, what was I say? The standard one is, I think, what was it? I was going to say it was 9 slots. I'm pretty sure it's 9 slots for that one. And the modded one is 10, so it's only 1 slot more if you go for the modded version. 462 horsepower. So as you can see, the top section is coloured, the bottom section is more of a plastic. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette, like that. Rim colour, anything on that palette. And then we've got plastic down, plastic up, or standard. So if you go with standard, you get it all kind of same colour as the cab. Or plastic down, plastic across the middle section. I just thought it looked kind of, I just thought it looked a bit more modern, kind of like that, but it's your choice, whatever you want to go for. Beacons, lights. I do like that light bar across the bottom as well. Kind of cool. I don't think there's any options for doors or windows. L1, R1, L1, R1. Nope. In cab. Nicely detailed. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a lorry cab, semi, tractor unit, however you want to refer to it. Side pipe on that one rather than a rear facing on the standard. It will do exactly the same job, it's just a slightly newer design. of it. That's by Tarxy 007. I don't know why I did that. That's what I want. Right. Next, we've got this. This is the WCMUMMS HP. This is by Woodcraft Modding. It's 5.24 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. Now, it does say in the mods hub, and I have had a bit of a fiddle around with this. I could be missing something, but it says, where are we? We recommend the mod Cultivator Field Creator by Wopster. The plough function is not possible due to the game. So this is supposed to give you the option for mulching, cutting down trees, which I don't think it's supposed to do, but it does. Removing tree stumps, but then you put this down and you can then cultivate along behind it. But so I thought, well, maybe it means like the Field Creator pack we've got on console, which is by TF2020 Mods. But that doesn't work. I've installed that and I can't get that to work. So whilst it does go down, I think that option unfortunately is only going to be on PC, unless I'm missing a really obvious control or a mod that we haven't got a Cultivator Field Creator by Wopster on console that I'm aware of. Nicely made. This you'll find, I'm going to say under Tools and Forestry. I'm sure it was. Yeah, there we go. 67,000 to buy. Quite pricey when you think you've got a mulcher there for 2499. I mean, it's a little bit more of a machine. There's more to it. It's a bit more beasty. Requires 300 horsepower. Options available. There are none. You get it as it is. So what we'll do is we'll hook up. Now I'll open up the help window. Because usually if you can create fields or that kind of thing, you would have the option, it will say allow create fields. I'm not getting anything like that. We can raise and lower it, or tilt and lower it manually. Raise, low, tilt, that kind of stuff. So if you're doing trees and that kind of thing, all very nice. That's on L1 and right stick. L1, R1, right stick side to side, opens that cover. So if you're coming up against trees and you want to get a better angle on that, you can do it like that to open it up. And then L1, R1 and right stick up and down puts that section down. But like I say, it's not actually having any effect for me anyway. Could be the map, could be, you know, as we find with a lot of these mods, sometimes you get mod conflicts, sometimes you get issues with them. But if we turn on the stump grinder, stump cutter, we can manually lower it. Now what you'll find as well, when you drop it down, this will clear the grass. You'll see a strip. As we now drive forward, the grass is gone, so you can kind of use it as a mower as well if you want to. Doesn't leave a swath behind. If we come to a tree, let's turn the lights on, it will take the tree down. Just give that a bit of a nudge. Down goes the tree. And as you can see, the stump has been removed. Now, unlike some of the mulchers, this won't remove an entire tree. So if I back up to it and adjust it and tilt it, it will cut chunks. Some of these mulchers will just remove the tree that's on the ground, but this will remove it in sections. Now, like I said, I'll try it on a bit of ground here. So if I do L1, R1 and right stick. Tilt that. Yeah, it's not having any effect. Not on there anyway. I mean, that does look like it's cultivating, doesn't it? On there. But it's not doing it on ground that you've already done. So I suppose you could use it as a cultivator. I say it does seem to be changing the state, doesn't it? It's an interesting device, and I'm sure people will find various different applications and uses for it within their Let's Plays and storylines. Very nicely made. The detail in it is brilliant. I love that when you start to use it, the paint sort of comes off, and yeah, very cool. like I say, it maybe that's what it's intended to do anyway. I mean, as far as I can tell, yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose it has cultivated, hasn't it? Because it's taken off the harvested stubble. Yeah, the WCMUMMSHP by Woodcraft Modding. Next. Since we're here, we've got a subsoiler. This is the KUHN 4830, 2.88 megabytes download, 6 slots on console. This is by Hemerson Dentinho. It's I'll say 2.1, or was it a 2.5? Nicely detailed subsoiler. This will give you a ploughed state with a cultivated look. I have tested it, so it does. I'm not going to get caught out. But yeah, nice detailing all over this. Or maybe it's a 3. We'll see. Let's just have a look. It's probably easy to just have a look, isn't it? So under subsoilers, 22,000 to buy. Oh, 3.5. It's a whopping 3.5. So I take everything I said about 2.1 and 2.5. 3.5 meters. Requires 120 horsepower. Will run at 7 miles an hour. No options available. You get it like that. Just thinking now, is this going to have enough horsepower to? Should have. We're on the flat. We should be alright. We'll drop it down. And away we go. Subsoiling away to our heart's content at 3.5 meters. That's the KUHN 4830 by Hemerson Dentinho. Next up, we've got a couple of balers. These are small balers, mini balers, however you refer to them. This is the Lely AP730. We have got a couple. I'm gonna be pressing the wrong one. I'm going to be going back into that menu in a minute anyway. Now, this is 16.45 megabytes download. It's by ARM Team. 8 slots for each one. There's this one here, which has got the chute on the back, and it's got a trailer attacher. And that one hasn't. Now, this does say required mod is the add-on straw harvest. The add-on straw harvest is required so you can have the bale counter, and I think the option for manually loading in twine. And you do get twine with this pack as well. Now, this twine doesn't come on pallets. It comes in little 2 packs of twine. So you know, sling them in the back of a pickup or a bucket or whatever you like. I used my trusty big bag handler, put them in a pile and pick the whole lot up. Now, we'll have a look at both of these in a second, but this one with the chute, immediately your brain goes, oh, fantastic. Now, I've tried a few different options for this. The Ceres 08, Galignani, is it? It hooks up fine. Now, that is technically an auto-load one for 8 bales, but I think the bale size isn't compatible, because I also tried another one of the auto-load ones by Top Ace 888, which auto-loads 100 small bales, and it just wouldn't pick them up at all. Then I thought, well, okay, if I can't auto-load, then we can always grab something like this, the Krone Old Tipper, or yeah, something along those lines, isn't it? That's by Big Farmer 145. It hooks up, no problem at all. The pipe comes to about here, not high enough to go in through that chute. So as the bales come up, they hit that bar there and fall to the ground. So it's a bit frustrating. Maybe a lower sided bale trailer with sides, but not with high sides, and they can flip into the back of it. That would probably work. But unfortunately, it wouldn't work with that. So there'll be a bit of fiddling around. So you'll find one that will work really well with it. Very nicely made, nicely detailed. If you like doing small bale work, and the beauty of small bale work is you can, you know, whiz around picking them up by hand and have a great old time doing it. So what we'll do is grab this one first. We'll hook up. So unfold the baler. Then is it R1? R1 and side to side. Yeah, so R1 and side to side swings the baler out. So as you drive, you are actually getting the swath you want. Turn it on, drop the pickup. Lovely animation in there. Very cool. This does, I think it's 260 litre bales. Oh no, that's weird. The other one seemed to do smaller bales. You can see the bale count on the bottom. Maybe it's more. That's odd. 500 litre then. That one seemed to be doing smaller bales. And out they come. Because they're fairly small bales, so you get quite a lot of them. Right, turn that off. I stopped the tractor, not quite sure why. Right, let's try the other one then, because that's got me mildly baffled. Because I'm sure the other one, they were smaller. Now, this one, we'll have a look at them both. You can manually load the twine, or you can automatically do it. You don't have to manually do it. If I open up the help menu on this one, so L1, open bale net door. I've got 2 twines in there already. If I pick up another pack, they won't automatically drop in. If I put them right by it, like that, and we get back in. If I now press L3, does that take stuff from here as well? Oh, there you go. I'm close enough that it can take some more. I'll back up a little bit. Oh, that's weird. It's not doing. Okay, well, it's automatically taken by pressing L3. Close the bale net door. Now, the moment that's in its unfolded position, if I fold it, that's how it comes, like that. Unfolding it does that, and like I say, you can hook up to different trailers. It's up to you. But you know, it's a baler. It'll bale exactly the same way. I'm sure these bales were smaller. Now, as you can see, I've already done some down the bottom. But you can reset the bale counter, lower the pickup. Right, look at the bale size. That says 220, and it's 79% complete. So these ones are only doing about 300 litre bales. The other ones are doing 500s. That's weird. I'm sure that's not supposed to be right. Because in essence it's the same baler. Yeah, they're definitely smaller bales. Actually, let's turn it off. Let's grab one of these bales, because we can pick them up. Let's go and put it next to one of the other ones and see if there's a difference in size. How weird. I'm glad I tested. Yeah, these look shorter, don't they? Ooh. Well, that's worth knowing. If you get it without the chute, they're larger bales, 500s, and they're, I think, 300s, somewhere around there. So, anyway, under baling technology. Yes, it doesn't say the bale size, does it? But we can change the main colour to anything on that palette, which does that. Rim colour. And then design colour does the chassis and the rear section and the bits. All the gubbins, all the innards, that kind of stuff. From red to black. Then we got option of Trelleborg, Michelin and back. Under Michelin we got Cargo XBib and XBib HDs. We can fill twine manually or we can fill it automatically. Then we've got attacher type standard or with toolbar. Now I couldn't see what changed on that, because nothing did on the back of that. And then the other one is the one with the chute, the AP730C, which as it turns out is putting out smaller bales. Options are the same for changing the colour, changing the rim colour, and changing the design colour. Oh no. Same options, fill twine manually or automatically. So it will automatically do that. For an extra 1,000, then you haven't got to worry. Attach type standard. Again, yeah, standard or toolbar. Oh, maybe when you hook up, it puts a bar across the back of the 3-point link rather than just a direct attach. But yeah, that's interesting to note then. If you go for that one without the chute, larger bales, the one with the chute, smaller bales. But then if you go with the one with the chute, it's going to be just finding a trailer that will hook up to it and work. But yeah, really nicely made, works well, does what it should. Small bales, which you can pick up and throw around at your friends if they're annoying you. Which brings me on to the last of the mods for Friday the 5th of March, I think. Pretty sure, looking down my list, we have got over here the CaseIH Axial Flow 4130. Just here. Nice satin finish on this one as well. You don't have to have the satin finish, but I think it looks nice. It looks like a special edition kind of thing. This is 18.14 megabytes download by Farm Centro Sul. It's 34 slots for the harvester. The header that comes with it is 5 slots and the header trailer is 2. I'm not normally a big fan of the header trailers, I'll be honest, but this one I really like. I think Farm Centro Sul is another South American, like Brazilian modder, or we get a lot of mods from that part of the world. This seems to have a very wide rear axle, and if you look at the trailer, it's got very wide axle as well, so I think like for hillsides and that kind of thing, but it does make it very stable on turning. And I found that the harvester holds the header very high, so when you're putting onto the trailer, it seems to work very well. The problem I've always had is harvesters and header trailers, they get caught up, and it depends obviously where you're loading or unloading, but it looks very nice. We have a few options on this. If we go to harvesters, 4130 is only 51 grand for a 7,050 litre capacity, 253 horsepower. We can change the main colours of anything on that palette, and there's a whole load to choose from. I do love the Class Monster Metallic. I think that looks brilliant. Obviously it's the case, it needs to be red, but you can do anything you like. Rim colour, anything on that palette. We do have pearl white, polar white. Again, a whole load of options to choose from. Silver one, silver metallic. And then design, we've got standard or with cover. That doesn't change the capacity, just puts a cover on. Still 7,050 litres. So you've got the framework for the cover, or with the cover. The wheel setup, we've got standard. Let's zoom in a little bit. We've got standard. Transport, although the rear wheels are still fairly wide. Actually, that's a good point. It is for transport, but if we go to the standards, yeah, I suppose it's a little bit wider, isn't it? So transport or twins, which I think is what I went for, and back again. Those are the options, not a huge amount of options. Oh yeah. The tools, the header is under headers. The Verifeed 25 foot, 46 grand to buy. Like I said, that one was 5 slots. Options available, we can match the colour up to the harvester or a contrasting colour if you should choose to do so. And then under header trailers, we have got the header trailer, which will set you back 4,000. Again, same options to mix and match from the same colour palette. Very nice indeed. Lights. I don't think. Have we got a beacon on the back? No, there's no beacons on it. Indicators are working, that's always good. There's no light on the... Actually, there's no rear work light, is there? I'm just thinking as well. There's no light on the auger. Front... Yeah, it's all front lights, no rear work lights. What I'll do is just disconnect that. Now weirdly, the throat of that seems very low now. Oh, it lifts it right up for taking it off though. That sits right on the floor though, doesn't it? Wow, I mean that is dragging. That might be something to be aware of when you're... Yeah, on hills and stuff, that might be a bit of an issue. I don't think they're supposed to sit that low. Anyway, let's see. I don't think it's got doors or anything open. L1, R1. Nope. In cab. Nicely detailed. And there we have it. The CaseIH 4130 by Farm Centro Saul. That's it for this week. I know this is being posted on Saturday. Apologies for the delay. Another week flown by in a haze of illness and mods and you name it. Anyway, I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.